Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to Take 5. I'm your host, Carla Salinas. When you think chocolate chip, you think regular chocolate chip cookies. Well, this business that started on the other side of the border is putting your own personalized twist, and they make a great holiday dessert.
Take Fivers, what is better than sweet treats and coffee on a chilly day? In my opinion, absolutely nothing. Today we're taking you to Cookie Co. in Pharr, where they do everything cookie. I promise you, if you visit, you're in for something sweet. Meet Veronica Rodriguez. She's one of the owners of Cookie Co. She said it all started when she was in high school selling her cookie cakes to fellow classmates at just 16 years old.
It all started like 15 years ago when me and my mom were doing this over in Reynosa. And we offered the cookie cakes, which got us like, a lot of people got to know us and they loved our cookies, especially our signature frosting. And people started loving it. And then like in 2018, we started our first store in Reynosa.
Her and her mother perfected their frosting recipe, and with the help of Veronica's brothers, they now serve gourmet coffee with seasonal options such as peppermint lattes and the abuelate. Veronica says they also now serve breakfast. So Cookie Co. isn't just a custom cookie house, it is a full-on bakery and cafe that specializes in sharing the happiness with others. I mean, who wouldn't want a cookie as a gift?
In Reynosa, we have Compartiendo Felicidad. And in here, it's Share the Happiness, because in every moment, like I said, we want to make every celebration unique. So if you come by, if you just walk through the door and you're like, I want to give someone a present and I want to take like a medium cookie cake, we can create one in like 30 minutes. We'll have it ready.
Now I had to know what exactly goes into cookie cake making. Veronica tells us that everything here is made from scratch, from the cookie dough to the designs. You really can taste how homemade these cookies truly are.
It feels very rewarding to have gotten this far and have created like this whole cookie universe, because that's how I call it, with the family. The passion is something that we want to pass to our employees, and we want you as a customer to see that. We want you to feel here like you are welcomed.
Veronica even allowed me to roll up my sleeves and design a cookie cake for myself, and I must say, it really was an art form. I'm sure this made you hungry, so go ahead and try the Cookie Co. for yourself, located on 1519 South Jackson Road, Suite 6. For Take 5, I'm Trista Castillo.
"12 years ago, an anonymous donor made 12 students' wishes to Santa Claus come true, and that's how Secret Santa Society began. And over the years, this nonprofit grants Christmas wishes throughout different school districts in the RGV. And joining us today is board member Sean O'Connor. Sean, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
All right, tell us all about Secret Santa Society.
Well, what's to tell? I mean, it's a wonderful organization that just gives back and is almost anonymous. That's why it's a secret. But we give back to children that they may not receive a gift for the holidays, but that somebody's looking out for them. And this could be whether the teachers, the counselors, anybody within their community as well too that's involved there on their campuses. And we find a way to be able to get them what they're looking for during the holidays.
And tell us how it all began, because I know we talked a little bit before we started recording, and you were telling me about how it got started.
So it really got started from a friend. We had a friend that wanted to be able to give back. He's been doing wonderful and was a doctor and wanted to do this anonymously and had no interest in really publicizing and knowing who he was, but he just wanted to be able to have that selfless act of being able to give back and pay it forward to the community. And so just asking about a way that he could be able to help some of these students just in gifts or anything along those lines, but it's not all about the gifts. It's not all about the presents and the toys that they're really asking for. I mean, they're really asking for some of the basic necessities that we really take for granted. This all started where originally what we were doing is we're having them write these letters, working with a few teachers that we knew that were be able to help on those campuses, to now where this year we're servicing 11 campuses all over the Rio Grande Valley. And so we've been able to service over 6,000 students within the last couple of years that we've been doing this, and we've got it down to a process now. Now we work with those campuses, they apply, we go through criteria and how to be able to service them and be able to make sure that we're spreading it out and not just giving it to the same schools or individuals. But it's as I said, just a different way of being able to give back and spread that out and pay it forward to them.
And that's amazing. And if people are watching and they want to volunteer, you're looking for volunteers, right?
Absolutely, yes. So if they do want to volunteer, they can reach us out at secretsantacityrgv@gmail.com. We also have our website as well too, that they're able to follow us on social media, Instagram, and on Facebook too.
Sean, thank you so much, and to the Secret Santa Society for doing this. It means so much to our community. That's why you guys are empowering the RGV.
Thank you.
Thanks again for coming. If you want more information on the Secret Santa Society, you can email secretsantacityrgv@gmail.com.
Following segment is supported by South Texas Health System.
It's the most wonderful time of the year at South Texas Health Systems. Enjoy holiday cheer at the Children's Christmas Posada. And here to give us all of the details of this event is Marketing Director Tom Castañeda. Tom, it's always so great having you here in the studio.
And it's always a pleasure to be here, especially during the holidays.
Okay, so I'm so excited because word on the street is there's alpacas at this year's Posada.
That is right. For the first time ever at STHS Children's, we're going to be having alpacas at our official STHS Children's Christmas Posada, which is taking place on December 15th from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. right in the main parking lot of STHS Children's. And it really is an opportunity to bring the entire community together and really get into the holiday spirit.
Okay, so let's break it down because I know that you're going to be having so many activities for the kiddos, for the family. Now, you're going to have some booths with some free activities for those kiddos?
Exactly. So we have more than 20 stations that are going to be set up across the main parking lot. In there, we're going to have all different types of activities, a lot of arts and crafts activities, because obviously kids love arts and crafts and they love to give things to their parents. So it's ways to create free gifts for their parents. So we're going to have ornament making. We're also going to have letters to Santa because, of course, we want to make sure that the kids are on the nice list and that they are writing out that they were on the nice list and making sure that Santa gets their letter. And we actually partner with Make-A-Wish Foundation for that. And every letter collected is then donated, is given to Macy's, and they give them $1 for every letter that they collect from a child. So that's why we want to make sure that we're coming together as a community to really help support Make-A-Wish as well. So that is a great opportunity there. And then we also have other stations as well. We're also going to have food trucks, so you can enjoy food with the entire family. Everyone who arrives will get free hot chocolate and cookies. So obviously you can't have a posada without some sweets and some hot cocoa, some abuelita hot cocoa, of course.
Oh, count me in. You're speaking my language here. I love hot cocoa. Now, Tom, as if that wasn't enough.
I know, right?
You're also having Santa Claus there.
Yes, so Santa Claus will be there. We are going to be giving free photos. So Santa will be taking photos. So if you have not done your holiday card yet, this is the perfect opportunity to get a family photo with Santa, completely free. The opportunity is there to take it. We'll give you a little keepsake photo at the end. And of course, we don't want to miss out on some of the great entertainment that we have.
Well, I'm super excited. Now, for more information and all that good stuff, where can people go?
So all they have to do is show up to the main parking lot on December 15th from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. There is no need to pre-register or anything like that. But if you want to get more details, you can visit the STHS Children's Facebook events page.
Well, thank you so much for joining us again, Tom. I'm excited to meet those alpacas.
I know. I can't wait to see you there. We have our photo with Santa and the alpacas, hopefully.
Well, thank you so much for joining us,
Thank
Tom.
you, Carla.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We've got a food recommendation for y'all, and trust me, it's a good one. We're checking out this hole-in-the-wall burger joint in Brownsville when Take 5 returns. There's so many things that make this burger joint unique. For starters, it's 100 years old, but we'll let Take 5's Trista Castillo tell you all about it.
But today we're going to be going to a 100-year-old restaurant. Welcome to Rutledge Burgers in Brownsville.
If you ever wanted to taste a piece of RGV history, all you have to do is take a stroll up Brownsville's downtown area where the same great tasting hamburger has been served for over a century. This is Rutledge Hamburgers, and it just celebrated over 100 years of business, serving its famous hamburgers in its small, cozy ambiance. Owner Gloria Perez has been carrying on this legacy since 1995, when the original owners sold it to her. Since then, she has been keeping this tiny burger stand going strong.
If you haven't came to Rutledge, you really haven't been to Brownsville, to the RGV. Yeah, because a lot of people know us. And if you pass through here and you blink, then you missed us. But a lot of people know the Rutledge Hamburgers. You don't want cheese?
Manager and daughter of owner Sandy Perez says the appeal is that the restaurant is so tiny. She tells us that it was actually a hole in between buildings that eventually got closed up. Talk about a hole in the wall. In fact, if you spread your arms in the restaurant, you can touch both of the walls.
When we're really packed, it's hectic here because we have people on the tables, people standing in line waiting to order to go. We have people on the phone. So when we have to pass, we have to go sideways in order to fit and stuff like that.
And as someone who has never been to Rutledge, I had to ask, what is the most famous item on the menu?
Cheese double with ham, and then the chips on the side, and the jalapeno and the canned drink. We don't sell fries, so that's one of the things that makes us different as well.
And if you like the sound of that, you'll love the cost of each burger.
Their hamburger is $2.25, cheeseburger is $2.50, chips $1, drinks $1.75. Like, it's affordable, the price.
Sandy tells us that they never changed the recipe and have been using the same grilling technique since the 1920s.
Well, it's a unique flavor. It's not frozen patties. We have the recipe here, like it's a specific recipe. The grill's 100 years old, 101.
Sandy tells us that Rutledge Hamburgers is not only important to her family, but is important to the city of Brownsville.
They tell me a lot of stories like that their parents used to bring them here when they were young, and they like coming here because it's history and memories, and that it's always been the same flavor, and that's what they like.
If this made you hungry, you definitely need to try Rutledge Hamburgers, located on East Washington Street in downtown Brownsville. For Take 5, I'm Trista Castillo.
When Take 5 returns, we're showing you another RGV staple in the Mid-Valley. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just 2 minutes. For more than 50 years, this business has provided the RGV and beyond custom-made boots, and they will make the perfect staple to your posada outfit.
Hey everyone, I am surrounded by boots today. We got to meet the family who's been making custom boots for over 60 years. I'm at Moran's Boots in Weslaco.
Just like the old saying goes, a cowboy is nothing without his horse. But in this case, I think a cowboy is nothing without his boots. Moran's Boots has been serving Weslaco and the RGV with custom designed cowboy boots for over 50 years. And it's all thanks to the Moran family that has been passing on this boot making trait for 3 generations.
The business was started with my grandfather. He started repairing boots as a kid back in his hometown, San Luis, Mexico. He would eventually go to Reynosa, and from there he would come to the US and he would work at actually really big boot shops back in the day, such as Anderson Bean or even Lucchese. Gaining that experience, he would eventually come to Weslaco, open his own shop, and the location we're at right now is our 3rd location. We've been here for over 27 years.
Although they've had this location for 27 years, owner Rafael Moran told us he's been making boots since he was 10 years old. And how does Mr. Moran feel after working all of these years?
Cansado. Muy satisfecho de haber hecho todo esto, el patrimonio para mis hijos y mis nietos.
Grandson Jason Moran tells us his grandfather is now in his late 70s and is always there to lend a hand.
As a family, we're always trying to just help each other out and make sure that everything's done right and smoothly. Sometimes I have to lean on my grandpa, even though he's older. He still likes to work. He still likes to feel real important. And he's the one that if we have a problem, we'll call the old man up and we'll be, hey, we need some help. And he's always there if we need it.
Jason tells us that not only do they sell boots, but they can customize whatever you like on your boot. They have every type of boot you can ask for, from square toe, ostrich, snake, crocodile, to even fish. And they do repairs. Jason and Rafael say it's the care and love that they put into the boot that is unmatched.
We still kind of go the old school route. Like, even though my grandfather taught everyone that works in the back, and he still has us working the old school way of cutting everything by hand, stitching by hand. You know, even when we do certain initials, we still do it the old school way where you want them to stand out, we cut them out. So I like to say that we're still more of a classic boot making shop.
So after carrying on their legacy for decades, we asked, what's next for Moran's Boots?
Possibly continuing generation after generation, the best we can to keep pushing the business forward and into the next generation and the next generation after that, hopefully.
If you're ready to boot scoop boogie, visit Moran's Boots on Expressway 83 in Weslaco. For Take 5, I'm Trista Castillo.
And it's another Made in the 956 Extra this week with, of course, our morning anchor, Trey Serna. Trey, what are we talking about this week?
So Millie, living in a state like Texas, it's important to have a working and reliable car. We all know that. But when things go wrong, it's also important to be able to get help as quickly and cheaply as possible. And like the saying goes, there's an app for that. And this app was made right here in the 956 by people in the 956. It's called Fixie. And the app is simple. It connects users to on-demand roadside assistance for things like a flat tire, a dead battery, or even if you lock yourself out of your car. Now, Sergio Nunez was inspired to make the app after his grandmother missed an entire week of work because of car issues. And Sergio tells me he developed the app with other tech industry leaders who had recently been laid off after the pandemic. So they've been able to develop this and launch it pretty quickly, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds very convenient. Now, I've never locked my keys in my car, but just in case, now we know that this is available.
Yeah, and he was telling me, we have a lot of these apps these days like DoorDash and Uber that it connects people with other people to give these kind of services. And he's like, this is just putting more competition out there in the market to provide these services to people either for free or much more cheaply. So just kind of putting it out there and getting, good competition out there.
Exactly. And of course, that competition is coming from the 956.
Right here.
So we are very proud. So Trey, if people are interested, where can they find this app?
Yeah, so you can go to getfixie.app to learn more, and you can download it there as well.
Perfect. Well, of course, we want to thank Trey for joining us once again. Trey, we love having you every week.
Thank you for having me.
When Take 5 returns, the one and only Tim Smith joins us to tell us how you can keep your community warmer this winter.
For more than 40 years, Tim's Coats has helped the community keep warm in the winter, and we're so excited to kick off our campaign again this year. And joining us to talk about it is the one and only Chief Meteorologist, Tim Smith. Tim, thanks so much for coming.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
And you have to admit, you're a big Take 5 fan.
I watch it every weekend. Every weekend I get up. I don't get up early, but I get up in time for the show.
Perfect. And we put it at 10:30
I
for your
appreciate that.
schedule.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. So we're so excited to talk about Tim's Coats. Tell us, it's more than 40 years now.
Right. This is I believe, and we're not positive, but I think this is year 41. We started in 1983, which was I had just become the chief forecaster then, following in Lee Lindsay's footsteps, and we needed a project. I was looking for a project, and the dry cleaners had been doing something kind of like this that we used to work with, and so we decided to partner with them, and we started the project back then in 1983, and taking used coats. We did that for a long time, when we went through over 100,000 coats over the years. Of course, in the pandemic, things changed.
So now we're collecting monetary donations, and we purchase new coats. We still give them out to Salvation Army and Catholic Charities, and we've been doing this for 3 years now.
Right.
And it works.
It does work. It's the nice thing is they are brand new coats now, and so people send in their cash donations. They've scanned the QR code we put on the screen for them, and do that, and you can give a cash donation really easily. And then we take all that cash and pool it together, and then we go off and we buy as many coats as we can possibly buy. The community has responded in an amazing way, and we thank everybody for that, because that's really what makes it work. Is, you know, if people don't give, we can't buy, and people have given, and we've been able to buy.
You've seen the recipients of these coats
Sure.
many times. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, it's through Catholic Charities and Salvation Army, who have been our partners from the very beginning. The coats are given away, and we've been able to be there sometimes when they're given away. And to see the excitement, especially on the kids. And this may be a child's first coat. You know, they may be 7 or 8 years old and have never owned a coat before. They just get so excited about it, and that just makes it all worthwhile, because you see it and see where it's going, and that really, really matters.
So our campaign starts December 4th through December 15th. All they have to do is watch the newscast. We'll put up those QR codes. We made some cute commercials that are going to start airing as well. And then we'll collect all those donations and get the coats to our community.
And we'll have them out, most of them, before Christmas. That's a big thing. You know, we've already worked with with everybody, and before Christmas, the week of Christmas, we're going to go buy the coats and get them distributed to the agency so they can get them out. So if it's cold on Christmas, they'll be able to stay warm. Really important. Sharing the warmth is what it's all about.
Yes, it really is. If you want to donate to Tim's Coats, we start collecting donations on Monday, December 4th. For more information, you can visit our website, krgv.com.
Okay guys, here's a look at what's happening across the RGV. Zoo Nights and Lights is happening tonight at the Gladys Porter Zoo in Brownsville. Enjoy light displays and fun activities from 6 to 9 p.m. Entries completely free if you donate a new unwrapped toy. And the Hidalgo Festival of Lights kicks off tonight at the Paint Arena. You can enjoy the lights and displays until January 1st. Thank you so much for spending your weekend with us. Tomorrow is National Cookie Day, so make sure you visit our friends at Cookie Co. in Pharr to celebrate the day, as one should. We'll see you guys next weekend. Have a great week, everyone.